Hey guys, so I ended up going to the interview and let's just say I got the job. So I'm hype, I'm happy, I'm everything that you could possibly think of right now. Okay, so what I wanted to do was list a couple of tips that I have when it comes to interviewing, because sometimes, as you know, a recent graduate or somebody who's just now getting into the workforce, we want to know, what are they thinking, right? Okay, so one of the major tips that I have is do your research. Research the company front to back. Make sure you know what position it is that you're trying to fill, what your capabilities are, and then some. Like, how would I say? Sometimes we have a tendency to apply for a job just to apply for a job and say, oh, we applied, but we don't know anything about the company. We don't know anything about, pay, how much do they normally pay their associates, and that way we can find out whether or not we want to negotiate our salary or not. So one of the major tips that I would have to be is, check out the company. Another thing that I would tell everybody to do would have to be dress for the position you want. So if you're going to an interview for McDonald's or whatever the case is, they'll tell you to dress business attire. Do not come in there with a see-through top. Do not go in there with your clothes disheveled. Make sure that you are presentable, okay? Whether it be your makeup, which I actually have a tutorial on this makeup look itself, which I'm going to link down below. Now, make sure that you look the part. If you want to dress like, a stripper at a Fortune 500 interview, by all means, handle your business, but don't expect a call back. You dress for the part in which you want to achieve. That's a major thing. Now, there are many, how would I say? You can go online and find many different venues or different companies that assist you with interviewing. Whether you don't know how to answer the questions, or you don't know how to utilize wordplay to basically benefit you. So you can go online, or you can Google people to assist you with interviewing skills, because sometimes I know we have a tendency to, get a little wonky when it comes to what we're going to respond with, and you have to come to terms with the fact that you're probably not going to have all the answers, but there's ways that you can answer a question that can actually benefit yourself. So if you've been without work for, let's say, 2 years or whatever the case is, instead of saying, oh, I was looking for a job and then no, say, during this hiatus I took out from the workforce, I decided that I was going to focus on other aspects of my life, and now that I have focused on those other aspects, that makes me more able to focus on this job at hand, because you fill in the blank. You can literally just switch around what you need to switch around so that it can benefit you and the position. Phone etiquette. I cannot stress enough phone etiquette. Now, when you're going on an interview, 9 times out of 10 nowadays, they're going to call you first for a phone interview, and depending on how that phone interview goes, you'll have they'll have the physical interview afterwards. So what I normally tell people to do is prepare yourself for that phone interview. Make sure that your voicemail box is not a music It's not a song. It's not anything that's going to be portrayed as like unprofessional. So you can even use the automated system where either you have your telephone as your voicemail, or you can actually have a greeting for your voicemail. So a good greeting for your voicemail would be, "Hi, you've reached such and such. I apologize that I'm not able to answer your phone at the moment, so just leave your name, number, and a brief description, and I'll be sure to get back to you." Simple. Now, I feel as though that right there is more professional than, "You know who it is. Leave a message after the beep." You also, when you're going for the phone interview, pick up your phone accordingly. Not, "Bitch, it's me," or "Who this is," or anything along the lines of unprofessionalism. Now, I've had a couple of my Caucasian friends who answered their phones as such, and they don't get the job. But if you answer your phone and you say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or anything within the business hours of when somebody would contact you for a position with whatever job place that you're applying to, that is more beneficial to you because it shows that you have, like at a moment's notice, you can turn it on and off. So phone etiquette is something that I am a stickler on. Say thank you. When I was going to Ultimate Medical Academy, which, as you guys know, I went to school online. When I went to Ultimate Medical Academy, we actually had been taught about interviewing. And when it comes to interviews, one of the major things that a lot of people forget to do is to thank the associate or to follow up with whomever it was that interviewed you. So make sure that you get their name, their email, their telephone number, so that way you can contact them and send them a courtesy email so that they could kind of sort of remember you. Because the majority of the time, you probably feel as though you left with such pizzazz and everybody's gonna remember your name, but if you don't do anything that's a little bit above and beyond, they're not going to remember you. Like, they're really just not. Like, let's be real. So what I normally do is after I have an interview, I ask them for their business card. I acquire their business card and it has their email on it. So within like one day or, a day and a half, I'll send them an email correspondence, basically just thanking them for the time that they took out for interviewing me and that I appreciate the ability to interview with them. And then I'll probably put in, I can't wait to hear back from you. And then you leave your name, your number at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. You don't necessarily have to write them like this whole big thank you speech. This is not Hallmark. But you do have to make sure that you actually write them something that shows that you're eager for this position, you're attentive to whom it was that interviewed you. And sometimes, like, I understand we live in a digital world where we think instant gratification is everything, but you also have to remember there are some people who are older than us, or there are some people in the world who actually still hold true to, courtesy. Courtesy can take you very, very far, especially in an interview. This last one would have to be networking. You don't necessarily have to use your contacts as in, "Oh, hey girl, I know that you work such and such place. Put me on." Or, "This person has to give me a job." No. When you're networking, you're getting to know other people, you're putting yourself out there, and you're allowing other people to get to know you as well as an individual. So you have to basically, you never know who's going to be able to assist you. That's one thing that a lot of people kind of sort of have a tendency to forget, is you'll never know exactly whom it is that is able to assist you, whether it be with work, school, hair, nails, whatever. You don't know who knows who, and you'll never know until the person feels comfortable enough to let you know that. So network, get to know people, get out of your house, go to networking events. There are a plethora of networking events online, or you can even go to some in person, but you know, just go online, find out, whatever. When you network and you get to know other people and other people get to know you and your what it is that you're looking for, 9 times out of 10 when they come across a position, they'll think of you because of the fact that, you know, now they know that that's the position that you're looking for. I actually had a friend of mine, I told her probably like a year ago that I was looking for a specific position, and you know, we kept in contact here and there during the past year, and then one day she went into said place and she spoke with, you know, one of the doctors or one of the nurses, and next thing you know, I'm getting a call to tell me to send her my resume so that she can send that to the people that basically are interested in me as an individual. So when you have people, when you speak to people, remember how you speak to them is, how would I say, how you make someone feel is what they're going to remember. So when you network, you basically know this person is looking for this person is looking for that, and it's how they go about making you feel. If this person is confident, if this person is, you know, headstrong, if this person is a best fit for this position, I'm going to assist them because they spoke to me, they let me know. So sometimes I understand that a lot of times we don't want to tell other people that we're struggling or we're having issues landing jobs or whatever the case is, but sometimes you have to bite the bullet and just do it. So I think that was all the tips I had for interviews. Leave a comment down below. Let me know of any bad, good, anything interviewing situations that you guys have had, are currently having, just had yesterday or a couple of years ago. I'm actually interested in finding out. So yeah, bye guys.